everyone, it's Stephanie and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a book review for Race the Sands by Beth Durst. I started this just because I felt like it, and I would have finished it in 1 or 2 sittings had I not been visiting my mother for the holiday. I saw the cover, I saw that it was desert fantasy, and it had me. So this is an epic standalone fantasy novel. It's set in the world of Bakar, and in this world, everyone knows that who you are and what you do in this lifetime will affect you and determine who or what you become in your next lifetime. So definitely, if you're a horrible person, you won't come back as a human, you'll come back as something lower, and the lowest of the low come back as these monsters called Keyhawks. So they can be things like a lizard with gorilla arms, or a hawk with a bear head, or what have you, just all sorts of combos. And these Keyhawks are used as racers, and once you're a Keyhawk, you really don't have an option of redeeming yourself and coming back as something better unless you win the races. So we follow Tamra, and she used to have this fabulous career racing Keyhawks, and after an injury and a really tragic accident with some former students, she has now become a professional trainer with a damaged reputation. And she really needs the prize money from these races to prevent the local temple from taking her daughter away from her. So she has to find a winning Keyhawk and a willing rider to win the race for her. We also follow Rhea, and she's desperate to get away from her family, who wants her to marry this cruel fiance who allegedly murdered his first wife. And if she wins the races, she could get enough money to buy her freedom from her family, but she is in search of a first-class trainer. So through a series of circumstances, Tamra and Rhea cross paths, and Tamra is really impressed by Rhea's determination and her confidence that she can win and she can do this. So their problem is they now have to tame the Keyhawk in order to win the races. This world is really cool. So we have what's called augurs, and they are like the religious priests of this world. They're above reproach. They always do the moral thing, and they have the ability to read souls. So they can look at your soul and tell if you're a good person, if you've done horrible, horrible things, and they have the ability to tell what you'll become in your next life. And they also have the ability to read Keyhawk souls and see all of the horrific things that they've done. You either have to, in order to become an augur, they claim you. It's really not something you seek. So Tamra is really in a bad position because she is paying them to educate her daughter. But if she can't keep up with the tuition payments, they will take her daughter from her and make her a ward of the augurs. So she'll still get her training, but she won't be able to see her mother anymore, and that tie will just be completely severed. So she's really desperate. The other thing that's really cool about this world are the Keyhawks. So in order to control them, you really have to have incredible mental concentration. If you break your concentration while you're riding, you die. And most Keyhawks aren't really tamed, they're just controllable. It's incredibly gripping, especially with these races. It's 20 racers on a track, and you go, 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 and If somebody loses control of their Keyhawk, it could take out any number of racers. And we know that we want Rhea and Tamara to win. So I really, really, really liked the world that they built. We also follow Prince Dar, and he is on a quest to find the Emperor-to-be's vessel. So this emperor has passed away, and they are now looking for his reincarnated soul so that this land can have an emperor and come back to peace and out of chaos. Things go from there on that one. I won't spoil it because it's a huge plot point. But I really enjoyed his journey and how they went about trying to find the vessel. So I will say, plot-wise, I did find this fairly predictable. Some things I didn't predict or know quite what would happen, but I did figure, oh, okay, X just happened, now Y is going to happen. However, I just had so much fun with this one that it really didn't bother me. It was exactly what I needed at exactly the right time. Yes, it does have some common tropes, but they're the tropes that I really like, and I loved it. So it's definitely one that I can see why people might not like it as much as me, but I definitely think that this is an underrated fantasy that definitely deserves more love. It was my first book by Sarah Beth Durst, and it definitely will not be my last. I really just wanted to blow through this. If I wasn't reading it, I was thinking about when I could read it, and I needed to know what happened. I was so nervous for all of my characters. So I just think it's great. And she's got moving plot points and characters on this chessboard, and then she has to kind of move them all around in a logical way. And I think she ties everything together just so well. And because this is a standalone, I do think that it's a really great intro to fantasy, if that's what you're looking for, or if you'd like to kind of dip your toes into adult fantasy and you usually read YA, I think it'd be a great crossover book. But yeah, I just really, really, really had a good time with this one. I thought it was great, and I loved the world. So have you read this book? If so, please let me know. If you'd like to leave an emoji, leave a lion emoji down below. As always, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button if you'd like. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.